We can't deny that being a student leader is hard work. It's really rewarding. We get to do a lot of really awesome things, but there's a lot that comes with it. And I want to talk about what it really means to be a student leader. Let's have some real talk. In order to do this, I want to introduce you to someone. And that someone is Austin, the student leader. And we're going to probably blame Facebook memories for this self-reflection that I recently had. Austin, the student leader, was that person on your campus that you loved, hated, but you know you could always call because he knew the answer. It was like I was the Incredibles. I had this cape on me at all times and I knew exactly the right answer to the right question. And I loved that. I loved being that person. I was that program board officer, that orientation leader, that multicultural council member, that tour guide. That was Austin. But when I looked through these memories, I noticed a few things. My Facebook statuses, which now would be Insta stories with much better angles and lighting, talked a lot about, hey, I can't wait for the comedy show tonight. I hope everyone's going to be there. Makes sense. But then there were some that said, oh my God, just now sitting down to eat lunch, but that's okay, it's all worth it in the end. I was eating lunch at 4 p.m. and lunch was a Subway sandwich that I stuffed down my face in 10 minutes. I have 3 papers to write, but that's not gonna get in the way of the homecoming carnival. The homecoming carnival was the most important event on campus. I couldn't let my students down, my peers. I would turn in a paper to a faculty member and say, hey, here's my paper. We're gonna ignore the fact that I finished it 5 minutes ago in my program board office. But would it be possible for me to leave a little bit early because the band's doing a sound check in 2 hours and I need to set up the stage? Everything was a negotiation for me. There's a reason why your Google Calendar doesn't let you overlap things. But in my life, everything did. As a student leader, saying no is not an option, because if you say no, you let someone down. So I knew that I had to find a way to make it all work. Some of the other things I noticed of college is that you always look back and you want these photos. You want these memories that you have to show your kids and talk about all those amazing moments. I have photos, but the photos are me and my friends. My friends are my other SGA officers. And my photos are with the comedian that I brought in, the band that I brought in, and performer after performer after performer. But none of us just like having a movie night or the Glee marathons I used to host in my living room. None of those are captured. But why? Why didn't I give myself that opportunity to kick back and relax? Because everything was about Austin, the student leader. I went to every single home football game. I have 10 photos. Nothing memorable. And I loved being a bull. But why did that not stick? I did what I had to do to get the GPA to get into grad school. But I negotiated that the entire time. I would find an excuse for everything if that meant that my student leader role came first. But why did I do that? Why did I feel that pressure? You as student leaders feel that exact same thing. You walk around your college campus and someone says like, hey, will I see you tonight? You automatically say yes. Or hey, do you remember where this is or where I go to get this answer? Of course, yeah, and I'll walk you there. Austin, you're not the tour guide right now. You're the mass comm major that's already 15 minutes late for his class. We never at any point as student leaders sit down and think about the way that we prioritize our lives. For me, it was student leader, student, Austin. There was never a time where it was reversed. And I had a mentor look at me and say, stop. Just stop. Where are you going? And I was running to probably some event that had nothing to do with but I felt the need to be there. And she said, go home. And I said, well, what am I gonna do at home? She said, you're gonna watch a TV show, you're gonna take a nap, you're gonna do something. You need to be a person first. These are the things that we are individually doing as student leaders that is then perpetuating this culture for everyone else. You're working to serve your students, but your peers see you doing this exact thing and want to mimic it. They say, Austin, when I am a senior, I want to be you. There's so many things I wish I could have told them. What are we doing to change the culture of leadership on our campuses? What are we doing to integrate person-first behaviors all the time? What are we doing to find harmony in the big picture? And that's what the balancing act is all about.